Hello children, how are you? Okay, you are fine. Dear children, in our last class we discussed the use of past simple and the use of used to. Okay? It is the recap of our last class. What we discussed in our last class? Okay, we discussed use of past simple tense. And we also discussed use of used to. And you have known used to is used to talk about past habit of somebody. Okay? But today we are going to discuss about past progressive and past perfect tense. Okay? Right? Before going to discuss about past progressive, we will talk about its pattern. What is the pattern of past progressive tense? You say first affirmative. Subject followed by was or were. You know, if the subject is first person singular number or third person singular number, was is used. For the rest persons and numbers, were is used. Then was or were followed by ing form with the verb, then other words if any. If the sentence is in negatives, we will write first subject followed by was or were, then not followed by ing form with the verb, then other words. Okay. Then interrogative sentence. When we write a sentence in yes/no interrogative, first we will write in the beginning of the sentence either was or were according to the subject. Then ing form with the verb, then other words if any, then question mark. When we write a sentence into WH interrogative, first WH word is used, then was or were, followed by subject, then ing form with the verb, then other words if any. Okay, by following this pattern, we will write sentence in past progressive tense. Okay, let's take some examples. First, I was studying 8th class this time last year. You see, this time last year, it is the clue. This clue proves that while this time I was studying class 8th. If you do not use this time, only last year, we cannot write in past progressive tense. Past progressive tense, we will write in past simple tense. Similarly, they were not playing at 4 p.m. yesterday. This is the clue. Were you watching TV this time yesterday? Last one. What were we doing at 9 p.m. last night? These are the different clues. And for these sort of things, we will write past progressive tense. Okay, dear children? Have you understood? Okay. Next. Past progressive is used. We are going to discuss about the use of past progressive. First, past progressive is used to talk about an action that was in progress at a particular time in the past. We have discussed about the clue. How for a particular time in the past we use past progressive tense while an action that was in progress. Okay, let's take some example. I was telephoning him an hour ago. You see. Number 2. At 8 a.m. he was having his breakfast at a particular time. Next, number 2. Past progressive is also used to talk about two actions of the past. Two actions of the past were in progress. Okay, let's take some examples. I was driving when I was listening to the music. Was listening and was driving. Both the actions were in progress simultaneously. At the same time, both actions were in progress. Similarly, while Human Sagar was singing, Archita was dancing. You see, Archita was dancing and at the same time, Human Sagar was singing. Okay, next. My mother was cooking when my father was reading newspaper. You see, was cooking and was reading newspaper. Have you understood? While the two actions were in progress, both the actions, will be in past progressive tense. Number 3. To talk about one action was in progress while another action took place. You see, one action and another action was in progress. Let's take one example. While I was walking on the road, I saw a snake. You see, this action was in progress. While this action was in progress, another action took place in between. That means I saw a snake. That means the action that was in progress is in past progressive tense. That means past progressive tense is used for the action that was in progress. But the action that took place in between the action, that means that for that action, past simple tense is used. You see, here is an example we have already discussed about it. While I was walking on the road, I saw a snake. That means while this action was in progress, what happened? I saw a snake. That means this action took place. Similarly, you see, we will give some more examples. When my sister was going on the road, she met her old friend. You see, this action was in progress. While this action was in progress, that action took place. That's why this clause is written in past progressive tense, and the main clause is in the past simple tense. I found a 2000 rupee note while I was washing clothes. You see, when I found a 2000 rupee note while I was washing clothes. That means this action was in progress while I found a 2000 rupee note. In this way we can use past progressive tense. Dear children, have you understood the use of past progressive tense? Right now we are going to discuss about another tense, and we are going to discuss about past perfect. And before going to discuss about past perfect, let's discuss about its pattern or structure. How we write a sentence in past progressive tense? For affirmative sentence, subject followed by had, then V3. V3 means past participle form of the verb, and then other words if any. Similarly, for negative, subject followed by had, then not followed by V3, then other words. When we write a sentence into interrogative, especially for yes-no interrogative, had is used in the beginning of the sentence. Then subject followed by V3, then other words. When we write a sentence into double H interrogative, double H word is used. Double H word used, then had is used, had followed by subject, then V3, then other words. By following these structures and pattern, we write a sentence in past perfect tense. Have you understood? Next, we will discuss about example. The patient had died when the doctor came. You see, first the patient died, then doctor came. Mark this action, the action that is in past perfect tense. This is an earlier action. What is an earlier action? The action that had been taken place before another action took place. That means for earlier action of the past perfect tense is used. Similarly, the patient had not died before the doctor came. That means when we write a sentence into interrogative, you see, had the doctor come before the patient died, it is in yes-no interrogative. And for double H interrogative, what had you finished or what had you completed before he came? It is in past perfect tense, and this is in past simple tense. For a single action, we cannot use past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used for only the same action that had been taken place before another action took place. Okay? Right now, we are going to discuss about the use of past perfect tense. Okay? Past perfect is used to talk about an earlier action of the past. We have already discussed about it. Okay? For earlier action of the past, which tense is used? Past perfect tense is used. But for later or recent action of the past simple is used. Okay, so while using past perfect and past simple, we should be very cautious while using these two tenses. Example: when I reached the station, the train had left. That means after the train had left, I reached the station. It is an earlier action. It is the recent or later action of the past. That's why the sentence or that means the clause is written in which tense? Past simple. But the main clause is written in past perfect tense. Similarly, when we arrived home, our father had slept. That means our father had slept first. Then we reached or then we arrived home. And it is an earlier action. It is the recent action or later action of the past. That's why this clause or the subordinate clause is in past simple tense, whereas it is in the past perfect tense. Number 2. We use when. These are the that means these are the conjunctions. These are the subordinating conjunctions. Generally we use in such type of sentences: as soon as, before, after, by the time. Okay, to join the dependent clause to the main clause while using past perfect tense. Generally, when we use after, generally the clause takes what? Past perfect tense. When we use what? Before, past simple is used. Okay, after, before, past simple. After, past perfect tense is used. Okay. Similarly, we will see with some examples. The fire had burned the house when the firemen arrived. You see, the fire had burned the house. It had been taken place before the firemen arrived. It is an earlier action of the past. It is the later action of the past. Similarly, the students couldn't understand until the teacher had explained, you should not need a comma here. Dear students, when you use a conjunction, subordinating conjunction in the beginning of the sentence, comma is needed. When you use a subordinating conjunction after the main clause, there is no need of any comma. Okay, are you right? Next, when I got home, everybody had gone to what? Bed. That means when I got home means when I got to home, when I reached home, when I arrived home, everybody had gone to bed. And last one, by the time Gandhi died. Similarly, like before, with the clause by the time, generally past simple is used. And for the rest, clause or main clause, past perfect is used. By the time Gandhi died, India had got her freedom. First, India had got her freedom, then Gandhiji died. It is an earlier action and it is later action. Okay, with this subordinating conjunction, we write sentences. Okay, dear children, right? Very good. Next, we use past perfect to talk about impossible, imaginary event or situation in the past. And generally we use what? The third conditional. Generally, if clause or conditional clauses are of 4 kinds: zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. For third conditional, past perfect tense is used in what? In the adverb clause. You see, it is an adverb clause. If you had worked hard, you would have passed the examination. Similarly, if I had received your letter, I would have written you. Generally, if the main clause have modal past perfect tense, generally the what? Conditional or the adverb clause had what? The same things. Past perfect tense is used. That means we use past perfect tense to talk about impossible, imaginary events or situation in the past. Okay, not present. In the past, generally we use such type of conditional. Okay, dear children. Number 4. We use past perfect in indirect speech instead of present perfect or past simple when the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay, dear children, you see, it is the reporting part and it is the reported part. You see, it is the reporting verb. When the reporting verb is in the past tense, okay, the tense of the reported part changed. And the reported part in which tense? Present perfect tense. Now you will change it. He said that. Here I represent which one? He. That's why he is used. And then had posted. Had posted the letter. Next, you see, she said to me. That means how I will write? She told me that. You see, the reported part, that means the sentence belongs to past simple tense and it is in the which tense? Past tense. That's why past simple is changed into what? Past perfect tense. Once again, I represent which one? She, and that's why she is used. She had gone to Puri the day before or the previous day, you may write instead of yesterday. So in this way, we use past perfect tense in indirect speech. Okay? Now, we will check how far you understood these two tenses. Okay? Put the verbs in brackets into correct tense, simple past or past perfect tense. Use. That means either you will write simple past or past perfect. Number 1. She burst into tears the moment she heard the news of failure. Which one took place first? Very good. This tense. That means how will write? She burst, the past tense of the burst is burst only, into tears the moment she had heard, H-E-A-R-D, heard the news of her failure. Number 2. His finger began to bleed as soon as she cut himself. You see, this is a verb is begin here and this is cut. But you mark both the action took place at the same time. And that's why both the verbs in simple past tense. If two actions of the past took place at a time, both the actions will be in simple past tense. So how do you write? His finger began to bleed as soon as she cut himself. Next, when she had already left, he realized, here is a verb, that he forgot to bring his umbrella. You see, exactly which action took place here first? Very good. That means he had forgotten to bring. That means how do you write? When he had already left, he realized that he had forgotten or you may write forgot to bring his umbrella. Okay, next. Number 4. He lose his new book shortly after he buy it. I have already talked about after. Generally, after the clause will be written in past perfect tense and the other clause will be in past simple tense. So how do you write? He lost his new book shortly after he had bought it. Last one. It already rained for 2 hours when we go out into the street. Which action took place first? Very good. Rain. That means we will write this verb in past perfect tense. That means it had already rained for 2 hours when we went out into the street. Okay, dear children. Next. Put verbs in bracket in their correct forms. Either you use what? Past simple or past progressive tense where it is necessary. Okay. Number 1. Suresh days waiting for me when I, that means arrive. You see which action was in progress? Very good. Suresh was waiting. For me when I what? Arrived. Okay. Number 2. She days. Here breakdown is given when she days the news. You see both the actions were in past simple tense. Why? Because both the action took place at a time. So how we will write? She broke down when she heard when she heard the news. Number 3. The man dash fall down is given when he dash a scooter. There is no full stop here, dear students. Okay. So how do you write? Which action was in progress? Very good. This action, right? That means the man fell down when he was riding a scooter. Was riding. Next. When I dash wash is given, clothes, I dash find a letter in my pocket. Which action was in progress? Very good. Was. That means how do you write? When I was washing clothes, I found. The second form of find means found. Number 5. She dash her finger when she what? Slice potatoes. Very good. That means which action was in progress? This one. That means slice. This generally this verb is written in past progressive tense, and this action will be written in past simple. That means she cut her finger while she was slicing. S-L-I-C-I-N-G. When a verb ends with E generally, while putting ing form, E is omitted. So in this way, we can use past progressive tense, past simple tense and past perfect tense. Have you understood, dear children? Okay, dear children. So thank you, dear children. Bye bye.